Billionaires are often associated with a lavish lifestyle, mansions, luxury cars, private jets. But surprisingly, some of the world's richest individuals choose a different path. Instead of flaunting their wealth, they opt to live simply and humbly. What makes people with so much money choose a modest way of life? In this video, we'll explore the stories of billionaires who, despite their immense wealth, decided to avoid extravagance. These choices aren't just about saving money. They reflect their journeys of overcoming challenges, their humble beginnings, and the values that shaped their lives. We'll dive into the motivations behind these decisions, examining how the hardships and obstacles they faced influenced their life philosophies. Get ready to be inspired by stories that make us question the true meaning of success and wealth. After all, could the value of fortune go beyond just financial worth? Some billionaires were shaped by their humble beginnings, developing a worldview that values simplicity and financial discipline, even after reaching the pinnacle of wealth. Howard Schultz is a perfect example of someone who never forgot his roots. He grew up in a public housing project in Brooklyn, New York, where his family faced constant financial struggles. His father, a World War II veteran, worked low-paying jobs, often without any protections or benefits. These experiences left a lasting impact on Schultz. When he took over Starbucks, he brought this personal history with him. From the beginning, Howard implemented a strong policy of offering health benefits to part-time employees, a rare practice at the time. This was his way of ensuring that others wouldn't face the same hardships his family did. Despite being a billionaire, Schultz maintains a modest lifestyle, focusing on the well-being of workers and steering clear of extravagant luxuries. For him, success isn't measured by material possessions, but by the positive impact he can have on those around him. Ingvar Kamprad, the founder of IKEA, grew up learning to be resourceful with limited means. Raised on a farm in southern Sweden, Kamprad started selling matches to help support his family when he was just a child. His entrepreneurial spirit surfaced early, always centered on finding economical ways to deliver value to people. IKEA was born from this practical mindset. Kamprad wanted to create affordable furniture that anyone could buy and assemble at home. But his commitment to simplicity went beyond business. Even after becoming one of the richest men in the world, he continued to drive an old car, flew only economy class, and avoided using private jets. For him, living modestly reflected his belief that excess was unnecessary and money shouldn't be wasted on luxuries. The stories of these billionaires show how their humble origins shaped their views on what true wealth means. Coming from families that struggled to get by taught them to value every penny and that money shouldn't be squandered on frivolous things. Instead, their fortunes have been turned into tools to help others, whether through employee benefits, as in the case of Howard Schultz, or affordable products, like with Ingvar Kamprad. Many billionaires have faced significant personal and financial crises before achieving success. These experiences taught them valuable lessons about resilience, financial management, and the importance of avoiding waste. Larry Ellison, the founder of Oracle, has a life story full of challenges. He was born in New York, but was raised by an aunt in Chicago after being abandoned by his biological mother. This difficult start led him to develop an independent and resilient personality. After dropping out of college, Ellison went through various jobs, but he always felt destined for something greater. The early years of his career were marked by bankruptcies and financial struggles. Before founding Oracle, Ellison started several companies that failed. These setbacks, far from discouraging him, taught him the importance of avoiding waste and focusing on practical solutions. Oracle grew in an environment where every resource was valuable, and this philosophy of efficiency shaped his entire trajectory. Even with a billionaire fortune, Ellison avoids excessive consumerism and prioritizes investments in long-term projects and innovative technology. J.K. Rowling is a clear example of personal and financial resilience. Before achieving success with the Harry Potter series, Rowling went through a period of extreme poverty. She relied on social benefits to survive and wrote in Edinburgh cafes while taking care of her young daughter. The overwhelming success of Harry Potter transformed her life, making her one of the richest women in the world. However, Rowling has always maintained a modest lifestyle. She chose not to spend her fortune extravagantly and is widely known for her substantial donations to charities. Her life experiences have shaped a perspective where wealth is seen as a tool for good rather than a source of ostentation. Both Larry Ellison and J.K. Rowling faced moments of crisis that led them to redefine their views on success and wealth. These hardships taught them the value of resilience and living in a controlled manner, even when they could have indulged in luxury. These experiences not only shaped their lives, but also influenced how they see the world, prioritizing modesty, social impact, and financial control over consumerism. Some billionaires have developed life philosophies based on long-term principles, simplicity, and an aversion to consumerism. These values were shaped by their own life experiences and the challenges they faced along the way. Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors in history, is a classic example of how simplicity can go hand in hand with financial success. His investment philosophy focuses on the long-term, patience, and seeking out undervalued companies with sustainable growth potential. But unlike the stereotype of a billionaire flaunting his wealth, Buffett leads an extremely simple life. He still lives in the same modest house he bought in 1958 in Omaha, Nebraska, and avoids excessive consumerism. For Buffett, true value lies in solid investments and the impact his wealth can have on the world. He is one of the founders of the Giving Pledge, an initiative encouraging billionaires to donate the majority of their fortunes to philanthropic causes. Buffett is committed to giving away more than 99% of his wealth, believing that his money can do much more for others than it ever could for him. Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's right-hand man at Berkshire Hathaway, also shares a humble and pragmatic outlook on life. Before entering the business world, Munger had a career as a lawyer and faced significant financial struggles early on. These experiences shaped his philosophy that less is more, both in his personal life and in business. For Munger, the pursuit of knowledge is the true path to success. He prioritizes lifelong learning and often says that it's intellectual capital, not financial capital, that defines a person. This mindset has led him to adopt a simple lifestyle, focused on practical solutions and what truly matters. Instead of luxuries, Munger invests in books and knowledge, believing that this brings more value than any material possession. Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger exemplify how personal and professional challenges can shape a humble and pragmatic approach to life. They not only reject consumerism, but also believe that simplicity, continuous education, and commitment to social causes are the true paths to a meaningful life. Their stories show that financial wealth alone is not enough to define success. It's the impact that wealth can have on the world that truly matters. Some billionaires, despite their extraordinary success, maintain a strong connection to their roots and avoid excess. For them, modesty and simplicity are more than just choices. They are reflections of their backgrounds and the lessons they've learned along the way. Carlos Slim Helú, the Mexican telecommunications magnate, grew up in a family of Lebanese immigrants who settled in Mexico. From a young age, he was encouraged by his father to learn about finance and investments. At 12, Slim bought his first stocks, and this early experience shaped his perspective on the importance of living simply while building a legacy. Despite being one of the richest men in the world, Slim leads a remarkably low-key lifestyle. He has lived in the same house for decades and avoids ostentatious consumption. For Slim, value lies in family experiences and the longevity of his investments, not in luxury goods. He is also known for his philanthropy and the impact he seeks to create in Mexico's social and economic development. Chuck Feeney, the founder of Duty-Free Shoppers, is an extreme example of simplicity and generosity. Of Irish-American descent, Feeney began accumulating his fortune by selling duty-free goods to travelers. However, unlike many billionaires, he always believed that wealth should be used to improve the lives of others rather than to enrich one's own lifestyle. Feeney committed to giving away his entire fortune during his lifetime. His decision to donate billions to causes like education, healthcare, and human rights reflects his belief that money has a higher purpose. He has essentially given away all of his wealth, keeping just enough to live a simple and comfortable life, showing that true wealth lies in what one can do for others. Both Carlos Slim and Chuck Feeney demonstrate that true greatness isn't about how much you own, but what you do with what you have. For them, modesty and simplicity are ways to stay connected to their roots and values, while their fortunes are channeled toward helping others and building lasting legacies. Their stories remind us that for some billionaires, the purpose of wealth goes far beyond personal accumulation. Many billionaires who have faced deep personal traumas have developed a more empathetic and human view of the world. Their painful experiences ended up shaping their life choices and their desire to use their wealth to promote meaningful social change. Oprah Winfrey is an iconic example of overcoming trauma to become one of the most influential women in the world. Born into a poor family in Mississippi, Oprah experienced physical and emotional abuse during her childhood, along with extreme poverty. These difficult experiences pushed her to seek a better future, transforming her pain into fuel for her success. Oprah built a media empire that goes beyond television, with books, magazines, and talk shows that influence millions of people. However, despite her immense fortune, she leads a relatively simple lifestyle. Her focus is on using her wealth and influence to support educational and social causes. Winfrey deeply believes in the power of empathy and education to transform lives, reflecting on her own struggles to give back to the world in a meaningful way. John Caudwell, a British billionaire and founder of Phones For You, also had a childhood marked by hardship. Raised in a working-class family, Caudwell began his career as a mechanic before entering the business world. His rise was swift, but his humble background kept him grounded. After selling his company and amassing a vast fortune, Caudwell chose to live a simple and modest lifestyle. He is known for his generosity, particularly in health and well-being causes. A large portion of his fortune goes to his foundation, which supports medical research and children's charities. Like Oprah, his journey of overcoming adversity shaped a worldview where true success is tied to helping others rather than living lavishly. The stories of Oprah Winfrey and John Caudwell illustrate how trauma and adversity can spark a deep sense of empathy and commitment to the well-being of others. For these billionaires, overcoming their personal pain not only led them to success, but also inspired them to transform their fortunes into tools for positive change. By using their difficult experiences as a way to connect with others, they show that true wealth lies in the impact they can create. Some billionaires consciously choose to avoid luxury and focus on what they consider essential in their lives. For them, the true value of wealth is not in material possessions, but in experiences, values, and the positive impact they can have on the world. David Green, founder of Hobby Lobby, is known for his commitment to Christian values and a life rooted in simplicity. Green started his business with a small investment and over time, turned it into one of the largest arts and crafts retail chains in the United States. Despite his financial success, he maintains a modest lifestyle and is guided by his faith in all the decisions he makes. Green believes that wealth is a resource to be used for doing good. He and his family have donated much of their fortune to religious, educational, and humanitarian causes, staying firm in the belief that material excess is unnecessary. For him, the focus should be on the essentials: faith, family, and positive social impact. Sir Richard Branson, founder of the Virgin Group, is known for his adventurous spirit and lifestyle filled with unique experiences. However, at the same time, he avoids unnecessary spending. While Branson enjoys challenges and adventures, such as exploring space with his Virgin Galactic, he believes that life's focus should be on meaningful experiences rather than the accumulation of material goods. Branson is deeply involved in environmental and social causes, dedicating time and resources to finding solutions to global issues like climate change. He chooses a lifestyle that prioritizes impact and sustainability, showing that true wealth lies in contributing to a better future. Both David Green and Richard Branson illustrate how billionaires can live consciously, avoiding excessive luxury and focusing on what truly matters to them. For Green, it's faith and generosity. For Branson, its experiences and environmental impact. Their stories reveal that when one reaches a certain level of wealth, the essential is not how much you have, but what you choose to do with it. Throughout this video, we've explored the stories of billionaires who, despite their fortunes, chose to lead simple and humble lives. From Howard Schultz to Oprah Winfrey, each of these figures faced challenges and overcame adversities that shaped their decision to maintain a modest life focused on what truly matters. Their life experiences, often marked by humble beginnings, personal crises, or deep traumas, taught them to see value beyond money. These stories show us that true success is not just about accumulating wealth, but about how that wealth is used. For these billionaires, money is a tool for social good, to promote change, and to help others. Their simple choices are a way to stay connected to their roots and values, and to ensure their fortune has a lasting impact on the world. Now, I leave the question to you. If you had $1 billion fortune, what would you choose? Would you keep a simple lifestyle, or indulge in the luxuries that money can bring? These stories challenge us to reflect on what truly matters in life. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for more inspiring stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.